Well, I've already spoke about growing the operation. I think the Young Members Conference is one that I would continue. I would make sure that we have people and members that are there. We would challenge new people. They wouldn't be the same faces instructing. We'd also move that. From Local 31, we sent people for the first 3 years, I believe it was, and we asked for a report. And part of it is listening to that report when they came back, whether they saw value for the investment. They all liked the idea. It was some of them said that it was a little high level for them. Most of them have never been involved in a union. And so I want to make sure that we tailor it to them. And one thing firefighters can't stand is sitting in a room for hours on end. So we need to break it up a little. So one thing I'd like to do is work with the state organizations to attach it to their ed seminars or whatever educational seminars. I've already talked to Dennis Lawson briefly about that third day within the Washington State Council of Firefighters. I think senior members can learn just as much from newer members. So I think that we need to bring them to the educational conference, let them see what that's like, and then also let them be with leaders that they're comfortable with so they can ask the questions and we can learn and listen just as much from them. That way, we're getting both sides of it, not just younger members hearing a handful of people's perspective. And I also really appreciate what Walsh did with the 7th District Caucus. Everybody's busy as a local, whatever your title is, to where we had opportunities to go out and grow relationships that we probably wouldn't have had otherwise. To travel to other states geographically, convene people in a certain area. And I want to open those when they're in Idaho, like last year, or in Spokane this year, open it up to the local as well, not just the leaders with titles. Let's let other people come in and listen and see what it's about. So, all right, thank you.
Well, I'm going to continue fire ops. I think it's a very effective program. It's conducted over at the Hammer Training Facility in Hanford, and it is just, it's a world-class facility, and there's no way to replicate that. Even though some of our places have very good facilities, it's the relationships that we have with all of those local unions in that area and those employers that buy into it. It takes 100 people to put fire ops on, and so you're not going to get that everywhere you can go, and to get 100 people to dedicate their time to doing that. So fire ops, we've graduated over 400 people during the tenure of having fire ops. And some of those people are still elected officials today and strong advocates for us. One of the best programs I think that we do with our civilians. New member conference. We're going to continue doing new member conference. We expanded this last year to allow those that are not necessarily young members, but new members. So we did have some individuals that were over 50 years old as new members that participated in the program. That's about an indoctrination to this union and the things that this union provides for, the trials and tribulations of this union to where we are today. And, I'd have to disagree with Ryan. You can't really move that around. You bring in speakers from across the country, somebody from the IFF, John Kretschmar from Nebraska, you can only get access to them so often. And so to try to replicate that 4 different times, 4 different states, you'd have to move it around. I just think right now, you got a location, and Tri-Cities seemed to work. All the people that came in and the traveling that we've gone around and met with different locals, they like the fact that they can actually drive to Tri-Cities. I mean, I love the Tri-Cities, but it's not the most convenient for me as the DVP to put it on there for the district. It's kind of a central location, and everybody has to travel, whether it's going to Hammer or whether it's going to the Young Member Conference. The other thing, the mini-ed seminars. We're going to continue doing the mini-ed seminars. And then Ryan mentioned it, and I would repeat that the caucus of the 4 states has given us an opportunity to work together with our counterparts in the other 3 states of the 7th District. And it's been an amazing opportunity to bring us all together because we do a lot of stuff together. And I think Ryan mentioned this much earlier, that, whether it's benevolence, whether that's collective bargaining help, presumptive cancers, we all work together now as one unit, and that's been extremely beneficial to all of us.